Christy Snape here, coming at you from Sydney, Australia. And I wanted to shoot a video message because recently on my last trip, I went to Bahamas. And on my flight from Sydney to LA, I got chatting with the person that I was sitting beside. And I want to share a bit about his story because it's one of those things that it's really sweet. And I just want to share it with you. So what happened, I was sitting next to a guy and he came on the plane a little bit late. And after we got started chatting, found out that he had 4 children on the plane as well, but they were all spread out because they had booked their tickets late. And we got discussing about where he's going, and he was heading to LA. And what he had planned, it's really, really cool. So what he had done is he turned up to the airport with his children, and his children thought they were saying bye to him. But little did they know, he actually had a trick up his sleeve. So they were all saying bye, and he's like, "Would you like to come?" And they all like, yeah. So they all just thought he was going to New Zealand, which is where he's from. So they all thought that they were going into New Zealand and their dad had packed their bag. Then they actually boarded the plane, and you sit down on the plane and they say, we're heading to Los Angeles, 13 hours, and they're like, "Are we going to Los Angeles?" And then the dad was like, "Yeah, well, don't you want to go to Disneyland?" And then the 2 oldest children just start bursting out crying because I'm not sure where you're from, but here in Australia, going to Disneyland is a really big deal. Like, I remember when I was young, I always wanted to go to Disneyland, but my parents worked hard and they did, always provided for me, but I was never in that position to be able to go overseas. So I never had a passport, and I certainly never went to Disneyland. So I can just imagine for the kids to get that surprise about going to Disneyland, it's such an amazing feeling. Now, my children's lifestyle is totally different than when I grew up. And a lot of it is because I run an online business. So when I travel, I can still make money. See, my kids, we live in Australia, and to get to Los Angeles, it is a 13-hour flight. And for a lot of people, they don't have that money to pay for that trip. Plus, then you've got your accommodation and your fee, then the fare to get in, and then the food every day. They just don't have that sort of budget to go on those sort of holidays. Because of the amount of money that I make in an online business, my kids have been very fortunate. My oldest is 7, and she's been to Disneyland twice, and it's one of those things that really do mean a lot for me. I often think about all the things that I wanted to do as a child, and I'm trying to do that with my children. And that kind of raises the point that I want to ask you right now. Is there somewhere in the world that you want to go and visit? Is there somewhere you want to take your kids? If that's the case, then you really do need to consider starting an online business, because not only is it a way to replace your income, and if you are interested in replacing your income, make sure you get your hands on my blueprint, How to Escape Your 9 to 5, even if you don't have prior experience, because it will go through exactly what you need to do. But more importantly, while you're traveling, you still want to be able to be in that position to be still earning money so that your business and income doesn't stop when you travel around the world. That's the beautiful thing about a laptop business. So if travel is something that is really important to you, and it's something that you may have been thinking of doing later in life when you retire, don't put it off. You have that chance to do it now. So what I would like you to do, down below this video, click on the continue button. Let's have a conversation about, and let me find out a bit about what your goals are. What is it that you want to do? Do you want to travel? Do you want more flexibility to work around your family? What is it that you're after? Then what I can do is work with you and find out what strengths you already have. Find out a bit about what you've tried and what weaknesses that you have, and then I'll work with you on coming up with your own personal plan of attack that you can start applying straight away to start changing your current situation. So what are you waiting for? I would love to have that conversation with you and help you start living that life that you desire, because I am so fortunate that I get to do this every single day. So down below, click on the continue button, let's have a chat, and I will see you in my next video message. Bye!